Okay, so if you're spiritual, religious, or anything, just don't watch this video because this is like a shattering idea, and it's like, but I feel like I can't enjoy my fucking night until I get this idea out of my head. So like, God and the devil are not what humans think, right? Like, I think it was Hinduism that came up with the idea of yin and yang, and like, that's a better description of it. Like imagine like source, which is all. Like it's hard to explain what the all is, but like that's really what humans I guess would consider God, but that's too not human like or too separated from what we would consciously understand that the only way you could understand it is if you are in the presence of it, which usually takes a really high dose of psychedelics or DMT or something. But when it's split into yin and yang, it's better understood, but it's less understood because then it gets complicated because then it's like we misunderstand it as good and evil or positive and negative, but it's more like positive and negative on a battery and not like positive and negative as in like good and evil. Now, it's complicated because it's deeper than what humans can comprehend. Like, and I guess we can comprehend it because I'm about to try to explain it, but I only have this understanding because I've thought about this from every aspect because it's a multi-dimensional thing. So humans try to put God and the devil as a man, like God is a man in the sky. That's what they think. And then they say the devil is a man with horns or whatever, and that's what they think. Now there's human reasons to why those ideas came along. Um, I think it's from the old religions, like when I'm not going to mention the name of the religion, but just put two and two together here. A horned god thing, right, trying to invade on other religions, let's say the Christians, right, when the Christians originally, whatever, right, like they would obviously consider somewhat like another religion trying to get rid of them as evil, right? But in a sense, that evil dark energy could be the source of pushing that, like, and I feel like I'm gonna get lost here because this is too complicated to fucking try to like. Because the real thing is it's light and dark energy, but like yin and yang. And that yin and yang energy is inside of every human because it powers this dimension we're in. Like they are the energy source, like a battery powers stuff. Like the yin and yang is like an energy source that powers reality, but it powers us because it is us. And it's so complicated that the idea like is so real or true, like it's the truth, that it shatters everything. Like that's why I said in the beginning of this video, don't watch the video if like you're religious or some shit, because like this idea, like in general, if someone's watching this video, it can cause them to have anxiety. Like it can cause a lot because ideas have frequency behind them. Like words and knowledge has frequency. And if the frequency is so high, it can vibrate, it can just shatter. It's like a shattering, scary thing because the scariness is the fact that, like, if anyone's ever done DMT, it's the most beautiful, most terrifying, most amazing, most orgasmic, but the most unpleasurable, but the most pleasurable thing ever. Like it's insane. But it's that. Me trying to put to words what these things are will carry that energy with it. That bang energy that is real. Humans are so used to fake, or like that's why you put God in a box and say it's a man and then you shut up about it. You say no more thinking about it. That's what God is. Just shut up, accept that as your truth, and that's it. But that's comforting. Like that's a very comforting thing to just shut up, accept your religion, and don't question it. You think you know it, like, and that's that. And then you can just be a little good church boy and like become a nice Christian man and like this other shit, right? But the real truth will have you looking like a madman, looking like me over here, looking like absolutely insane. But I've known what this looks like, so I've had to build myself into something that looks right. Not trying to rhyme there, but like, because this shit is no joke. Like, I'm joking about it because like that's what it is. It's either I could bluntly say it and it's like the shattering thing, that's it. Or like it's something I'm realizing that it takes time, because like all God and the devil is the energy source of all, and it's what we are, and it's this whole fucking thing. But it powers everything. And right now it's like they say the devil runs the earth, but that's because that energy source overpowers most of the powerful men that run the earth. And if those men had more of the God energy in them, because like every being has the dark energy in them, including me. I don't give a fuck what Buddha says. We weren't here to witness Buddha, but he had darkness in him too. I don't care what anyone says. Jesus did too. Every single man that has walked this earth has God and the devil in him. Every single woman that has walked this earth has God and the devil in them. And when you say God and the devil, it makes humans think of religion. But the reason why I said people who've, like, oh shit. The reason why I said people, if you're religious, don't watch this video or just be cautious, is because what I want you to try to imagine is a world where humans never created religion. Try to imagine a world where humans never created religion, and the only thing humans had were the plants. That's it. Like shamanism is not, imagine a world where shamanism's not even created. Just humans and psychedelic plants. Eventually they'll come to the same conclusion, because it's not like, because this is the problem with humans. They have their fucking ego. Someone can steal this whole idea and say, oh, I came up with this idea. I don't give a fuck, bro, because the truth is the truth, no matter who the fuck says it. Whether it's me or some random shaman that trips balls for another 10 years and he finally sees the same shit. Like, my only difference is I've been able to analyze quantum physics and history and all these different religions and all these I've been able to compare them all. Everyone's idea of what they think God is and what they think the devil is and what they think this is, and that's the key. Everyone is so stuck in their fucking matrix that they can't look at someone else's idea. Like, so the only way I figured the only way I can try to get a big picture of this shit is to see what has every human thought about this, and then what the fuck do I think about this? And it's like, bro, I've thought about this since I was a child, because they forced God in my head when I was a child. But like, I really just think it's this yin and yang energy, and once we stop making it seem like it's this evil thing, and like then you put God and you're like, oh well, the devil, well, he runs hell, and if you're bad and you sin and you're evil, then he's gonna whatever. And it's like, nah, bro, if you're bad, or whose description of bad are you following? Like, because you were a bad man if you wanted to help the slaves, but like, so whose description of bad? Like, this is why a man has to have God in him, so he can fucking understand this shit. Cause like, hell is when you're just not you. Like, the conclusion I've come to is hell would have been me dying as the gangster thug dude that the world turned me into. That would be hell. A world where I never became me. Like, because I don't give a fuck about dying rich or poor or these human experiences. That's great and all, but like, none of that really means much if you were not you. Because you can have all the best experiences in life, But if you're not the person God wanted you to be, then technically, you're the person the darkness wanted you to be. Like, what energy did you embody the most? And it's not about demonizing the dark and saying, oh, it's bad, because I use the dark energy. Ooh, it's so bad. Like I don't know how to explain it. People demonize shit because of religion, and then they make it seem like whatever. But I've never met a religious person who had this pure light energy to them. Like, so I think humans need to stop bullshitting themselves and start being real. And like, why don't we really talk about this type of shit? Like, I'm just some guy high as fuck, caffeinated as fuck. And just like, I don't know how to explain it. I'm just me, some random guy. And people could say, you know, you're not necessarily a random guy. You know, you're this modern shaman guy. And yeah, but like, bro, there's major religious people that could be talking to each other. But everyone's so stuck in their box. Like, the Christians think they're whatever. They have their idea. But no one wants to evolve on their ideas. And me being me, I'm okay with someone criticizing or evolving my ideas. So it's like, I say shamanism is this, and if you say no, shamanism is this, I'm like, oh wow, maybe you're right. Maybe I was wrong about this part of this idea that I had, or you can, but no, go to try to correct a religious person and say, this part of your religion is incorrect, and this is what I think should be, but the other part seems accurate, but like, they're gonna get so fucking mad that they're not gonna want to hear anything you're saying. And that's the problem. Like, do you think that's God energy? Stopping humans from evolving and progressing and expanding? Or do you think that's the dark energy of these religious people claiming that they're so pure because they're religious, but yet why can't you be questioned on your belief without you getting upset and mad? Where do you think that anger is coming from? Where the fuck do you think that's like? It's the reason why I'm at a point in life where people couldn't get me upset in conversations. Like, it's not like I'm like not emotional. It's just I don't need the darkness in a conversation when I'm trying to expand into a bright light. I'm trying to expand people with knowledge and wisdom and enlightenment. So why would I need the darkness for? Like, all I'm doing is I'm just stepping in rooms with truth. At this point, I'm just saying blunt truths. And I don't even give a damn how people react. Because the truth is, light causes shadow. So if I walk into a room as a bright light and I'm just dropping all the real truths of reality, and I'm calling them truths until someone can prove to me that they're not true, but like, because the problem is, the reason why I call them truths is because if I walk into a room and say them, everyone's shadows begin to show. Like, I'll just speak the truth. I'll just say the thing. Why is everyone getting mad for? Why everyone getting so ego for? Why everyone getting so for what? I said words. I simply said, this is what I think God is. This is what I think the devil is. This is what I think light is. This is what I think heaven is, or life, or death, or reality, or dimensions, or whatever the fuck. Like, why everyone getting mad for? Why can't people just say, no, you're wrong about this and this is why, with some light and love and pure intention behind it? Because the difference between me and them is I have pure intentions. You think I dedicated my life to this shit on some evil shit? Like, no. Like, you think, like, I don't know how to explain it, but like, you don't make this much sacrifice on some selfish, evil ego shit, right? Like, that's why I'm able to say what I can say now. That's why I'm able to just drop these videos, say this idea. It is what it is. If you disagree, please tell me why. But like, the truth is, at this point, everyone's just going to be mad that they can't disagree. And like, what energy do you think that is? Like, like that's what I'm trying to explain, because instead of just saying it, the conversation of God and the devil is multidimensional, because people that don't have an expanded mind will almost think that the video went from God and the devil to something else, but the whole topic is the same thing, because it is so big that I couldn't even say it all, because it's everything. Like when people say God is everything, it goes over everyone's head and no one really understands what the fuck that saying really means, because it's too big. But like, these things are in everything. The push and pull of the universe is in everything. It's in relationships. It's in life. It's in death. It's in life and death is the push and pull of, like, the fact that there's life means there's going to be death, because that is a push and pull thing, a yin and yang thing. Like, I don't know. I guess I can go on for years about this shit, because the problem is that these ideas require a depth that most humans don't have. So, like, the depth that is required to truly understand these things requires someone to break their normal thing. Like, a Christian would have to break their thing, and they would technically no longer be a Christian if they truly wanted to understand God on a deeper level than just Christianity. Because you have what Christians think God is, then you have what Jewish people think God is, then you have what I think God is. And I need people to, like, just understand that even me, this is what I think, based on analyzing what everyone else thinks and based on me experiencing DMT hundreds of times just doing this thing, right? But, like, at the end of the day, it's just what I think. And if another mind can think something better, then that will be the truth, or closer to the truth. But the truth has a frequency, which is what I've been following, which is why it's like every religion and every idea has a piece of this thing. But this puzzle is so big that it's like most humans are too stuck in their life to understand it, which is why it takes a philosopher who is outside of everything to be able to observe everything. Because, like, you ain't gonna get to these conclusions if you're just a little Christian boy living your Christian life. Then you get your Christian farm and you get your Christian woman. Like, no, you're not gonna think ever expanded more than just what you have. Which is why it's like women can be a distraction, or they could be a thing that expands you, because, like, they can trap you in whatever idea you're in. If you get a Christian woman, you're trapped being a Christian man. So it's like certain ideas require expansion, but if you expand, you will no longer be able to fit inside of where you just were. So, like, that's why I made the warning at the beginning of this video. Not on some, like, ooh, disclaimer shit, but on some, I truly care about humans' minds. And I'm truly worried about just the truth, or, like, just ideas getting out to people. Because, like, as much as I wish I didn't care, I care too much. Like, I wish I didn't give a fuck. Like, I'd truly be like, yo, I don't give a fuck. But, like deadass, I feel like I care too much, because, like, I be holding back ideas that I have, or holding back just things that I believe, just because I'm worried it's gonna shatter someone's mind or something, because I know what it's like to, like, I don't know, and I don't want to take that away from someone. If someone's stuck in their matrix, they believe this thing, I don't want to be like, I don't want it on my hands, like, oh damn, like, you know, like, it's one of those things. So, like, just Go at this knowledge with caution. That's all I'm saying. And I'm gonna make like whatever, but just like, yeah. Knowledge is dangerous because it shatters illusions and you can no longer go back to who you were before you discovered the knowledge. But at the same time, bro, you mean I was just some gangster thug type dude, bro? So like, at the same time, we're all this thing, and the truth is bound to come out eventually. We can only hide in our little imaginary playhouse thing as children for a small amount of time. Eventually, mom and dad is gonna say, yeah, Santa Claus isn't fucking real. The tooth fairy's not real. Like, eventually we have to get rid of the fucking illusion. And then we can start doing something real.